the art of inner strength, turning life's challenges into stepping stones. Introduction, the hidden key to unshakable strength. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to thrive no matter what life throws at them? What if I told you that the secret to their strength isn't some magical gift, but a mindset that's been around for thousands of years? Imagine facing life's toughest moments with a calm, unshakable confidence, like you got an invisible shield protecting you. Sound incredible, right? Well, it's not just a fantasy. This strength comes from an ancient philosophy that's as powerful today as it was in the days of ancient Greece and Rome. This philosophy teaches us that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. In a world that's constantly changing, this mindset can be your anchor. What if I told you that the strength isn't about ignoring your emotions, but about understanding and using them to grow? It's not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them head-on and coming out stronger. So, whether you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just looking for a way to live a more meaningful life, stick around. Today, we're diving into the art of inner strength, exploring timeless wisdom, and discovering how it can transform not just the way you think, but the way you live. If you're ready to take control of your life, don't forget to subscribe, share, and hit that like button. Stay with me till the end, because every moment of this video is a step toward unlocking the strength within you. 1. The power of perspective, seeing challenges differently. Let's start with a simple question. How do you see the challenges in your life? Most of us see them as roadblocks, things that stop us from moving forward. But what if I told you that every challenge is actually a stepping stone? That's the power of perspective. Think about it. When you're stuck in traffic, you can either get frustrated or use that time to listen to your favorite podcast. When you face rejection, you can either feel defeated or see it as feedback to improve. The situation doesn't change, but your perspective does. And when you change your perspective, you change your life. The ancient philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple idea is life-changing. It means that no matter what happens, you have the power to choose your response. And when you choose to see challenges as opportunities, you unlock a whole new level of strength. Here's a modern example. Imagine you're working on a big project and things aren't going as planned. Instead of stressing out, you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I use this to grow? This shift in perspective turns a problem into a chance to become better. So, the next time you face a challenge, try this. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, how can I see this differently? When you do, you'll find that every challenge is actually a gift in disguise. 2. The courage to start small, building momentum. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by a big goal? Maybe you want to start a business, get in shape, or learn a new skill, but it feels like too much. Here's the truth. You don't have to do it all at once. In fact, the key to success is starting small. Think of it like this. If you want to climb a mountain, you don't just jump to the top. You take one step at a time. And each step gets you closer to the summit. The same is true for your goals. When you start small, you build momentum. And momentum is what keeps you going. The ancient philosopher Seneca said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." This means that every small step you take is the start of something bigger. Maybe you want to write a book. Start by writing one paragraph a day. Want to get fit? Start with a 10-minute walk. These small actions might seem insignificant, but they add up over time. Here's the best part. When you start small, you build confidence. Each small win reminds you that you're capable of more. And before you know it, you're doing things you never thought possible. So, what's one small step you can take today? It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a start. Remember, every big achievement begins with a single, small step. 3. The strength of letting go, freeing yourself from what you can't control. Here's a hard truth. There's a lot in life you can't control. The weather, other people's opinions, traffic. These things are out of your hands. But here's the good news. You can control how you respond. And that's where your strength lies. The ancient philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This means that instead of wasting energy on things you can't change, You can focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude. Let's make this practical. Imagine you're stuck in a long line at the store. You can either get frustrated or use that time to relax and breathe. You can't control the line, but you can control how you react. And when you choose to stay calm, you take back your power. Here's another example. Let's say someone says something hurtful to you. You can't control their words, but you can control how you respond. Instead of reacting in anger, you can choose to respond with kindness or simply walk away. When you do, you show that their words don't define you. So, the next time you feel stressed or upset, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go. Focus on what you can control, and you'll find a new level of peace and strength. For the joy of gratitude, finding light in the dark. Life isn't always easy. There are days when everything feels heavy and it's hard to see the good. But even in the darkest moments, there's always something to be grateful for. And when you focus on that, you find light. The ancient philosopher Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he is not, but rejoices for those which he has." This means that gratitude isn't about ignoring the hard stuff. It's about finding the good, even when it's small. Here's a simple way to practice gratitude. Every night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as a warm meal, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. When you do this, you train your mind to focus on the positive. And here's the amazing thing. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better. It changes the way you see the world. When you focus on what you have, you realize how much you've been given, and that realization brings joy. So, no matter how tough life gets, take a moment to find something to be grateful for. It might seem small, but it can light up even the darkest day. 5. The freedom of forgiveness, releasing the weight of the past. Here's a question. Is there someone you're holding a grudge against? Maybe they hurt you and you can't let it go. But here's the truth. Holding on to anger is like carrying a heavy weight. And the only way to be free is to forgive. The ancient philosopher Seneca said, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." This means that when you hold on to anger, you're the one who suffers. Forgiveness isn't about saying what happened was okay. It's about freeing yourself from the pain. Here's how to start. Think about the person who hurt you. Instead of focusing on what they did, try to understand why they did it. Maybe they were hurting too. When you see them as human, it becomes easier to let go. And here's the best part. When you forgive, you take back your power. You're no longer tied to the past, and you can move forward with a lighter heart. So, who do you need to forgive? It might not be easy, but it's worth it. Because when you let go of the past, you make room for a brighter future. 6. The power of patience, trusting the process. In a world that's always in a hurry, patience can feel like a lost art. But here's the truth. Great things take time. Whether it's building a career, improving a skill, or healing from a loss, patience is key. The ancient philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Time is a river, and the things that happen are like the water that flows by. Some things float, some sink, but the river keeps moving." This means that life is constantly changing, and sometimes the best thing you can do is wait. Here's a practical example. Imagine you're planting a garden. You can't rush the seeds to grow. You have to water them, give them sunlight, and wait. The same is true for your goals. You can't rush success, but you can take small, consistent steps toward it. And here's the beautiful thing. When you're patient, you learn to enjoy the journey. You stop focusing so much on the destination and start appreciating the process. And that's where the magic happens. So, the next time you feel impatient, remind yourself, great things take time. Trust the process and enjoy the journey. 7. The strength of community, building connections that matter. No one succeeds alone. We all need support, encouragement, and love from others. And that's where the strength of community comes in. The ancient philosopher Aristotle said, "Man is by nature a social animal." This means that we're wired to connect with others. And when we do, we become stronger. Here's how to build a strong community. Start by being a good friend. Listen to others, offer support, and show kindness. When you do, You create a circle of trust and love that lifts you up. And here's the amazing thing. When you're part of a strong community, you're never alone. You have people who believe in you, who cheer you on, and who help you through tough times. So, take a moment to reach out to someone today. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a colleague, let them know you care. Because when we come together, we become unstoppable. Conclusion, your journey to inner strength. Life is full of challenges, but it's also full of opportunities. When you change your perspective, start small, let go of what you can't control, practice gratitude, forgive, be patient, and build strong connections, you unlock a strength you never knew you had. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Every step you take brings you closer to the person you want to be. So, take that first step today. And don't forget to subscribe, share, and hit that like button. Together, let's build a life of strength, joy, and purpose. See you in the next video.